Hey everyone, welcome back to our podcast. Every episode we invite a guest with a strong opinion.
और फिर देखते हैं कि डिस्कशन होता है या डिस्ट्रक्शन.
Politics, dating, money, culture, nothing is off limits. So if you're easily offended,
थोड़ा सा पानी पी लो.
because this is real talk, raw takes and zero filters. सुन लो, बुरा लगेगा.
Hello guys, today we have with us Ethan Colasso.
Ethan, please introduce yourself.
My name is Ethan Colasso. I am currently in my fourth semester of accounting and finance. And yeah, I love to listen to music, specifically metal music and rock. And I also love movies, which I believe is the topic of the discussion
there
today.
you go.
Yep.
Well, Ethan, this is why you're here today. मेरी Ethan से दोस्ती ही movies की वजह से हुई थी.
Yeah.
We still
I
talk
second
about
that.
films. हम बहुत ज़्यादा movies के बारे में बात करते हैं, हम बहुत ज़्यादा movies देखते हैं, तो I thought he's the best person for this podcast. Everyone who loves movies, this podcast is for you because आज का हमारा unpopular opinion है that Christopher Nolan is a terrible director.
Ooh, spicy.
What do you think, Ethan?
Okay, first and foremost, I know I'm going to offend a few people. I'm going to rub some people the wrong way, but I feel like he isn't really a great director. He's a good director, and good in the sense that he did many things for cinema. And in what sense? Basically, he completely revolutionized cinema. I'm not denying that. He is a brilliant director, but he's not great. He might be considered among the greats, but in my opinion, he's not. Right?
Why would you say he's not great?
Okay, so there are multiple reasons. Okay, first and foremost, you have watched movies before the in the 20th century, right?
Yep.
Prior to, let's say, the revolution of cinema with new people, like, for example, Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, way prior to them.
Yeah.
Right? Alfred Hitchcock
Yep.
was
Thodi
most notable. Was most notable for being the pioneer of cinema. Right? Now, the thing is that movies or watching movies or even making movies, especially making movies, is an art. Right? It's all about that personalized touch. And Alfred Hitchcock, in my opinion, basically brought that to the commercial world. And that's brilliant. Okay. I respect him, impeccably for that. Obviously, he had his own quirks, but anyways. Then came the 21st century. Christopher Nolan arrived on the scene and he was brilliant. Okay. I'll agree with that notion. He was brilliant. But he commercialized cinema way more than he should have. Okay. So, like, for example, and he's also arrived, he's also being constantly cited in the world of memes, right? Where he tries to be as realistic as possible in, how he directs movies. That is fine. Perfect. Right? And movies, I don't think they're supposed to have incredibly high production value. I feel like there should be a personalized touch. He has completely removed that. In the sense that he tries to make blockbusters. If you know Steven Spielberg, everyone knows him, right? His movies, he's made a cavalcade of them. Most of them literally played with my heartstrings. I felt something. I felt connected, right? Several of his movies, I don't even need to name it, but my personal favorite is Jaws, obviously. Yeah, because I'm a horror media nerd. Anyways, so what I was saying was, when I watch his movies, I feel more connected to it. When I watch Nolan's movies, he compensates for various. There's a trade-off in many of his movies, right? Like, for example, the sound design, right? The sound design is incredibly booming. He tries to make that theatrical, that cinematic feel.
Hans Zimmer.
Yes, Hans Zimmer. No, yes, but the sound mixing is a problem for me. Sabse pehle, right?
That's true.
Right? You can barely hear the dialogues. Like,
ये मसला, sorry to cut you off, but
sure.
ये मसला सबसे ज़्यादा जो है मैंने Tenet में feel किया था.
Exactly. Tenet, Oppenheimer, thank God I didn't go to the cinema to watch it.
यार Oppenheimer में कहाँ था?
Okay, so disclaimer, I haven't watched the movie completely. I haven't watched it. This audio thing completely threw me off, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's the way I watched it, but I think it was like after the 30th minute mark, like before the 1 hour mark, where I could barely hear what they were saying, right? Tenet mein ye tha कि it was by far easily his terrible movie. Easily his worst movie.
Agreed.
Right? Apart from that, the only movies I liked of his were the ones that were experimental. Liked as in loved, right?
Prestige.
I haven't watched that yet.
Oh, bhai.
Yeah.
Prestige देखो.
But yeah, I know that. But Inception I watched. It was great. Right? I gave it a 4.5 on Letterboxd. But Memento is my all-time favorite.
सही है.
Right? That's where the non-linear storytelling absolutely matched the nature of story, the psychological thriller genre of it. But he tries to include that in all of his movies, and it doesn't fit every movie. He doesn't understand that, right?
But
I'm not one to critique, like I'm not a media student, but in my opinion, it does not fit many. Like for example, Dunkirk, right? If you take that as an example, it was a straightforward war movie. My favorite war movie is what's it called?
Saving Yeah.
Private Ryan. I've told you. So that was a linear approach. You understood what was going on, even if there was a bit of lingo. लेकिन डनकर्क का ये मसला था, डनकर्क के मसले ही थे. Like I liked the movie, but बहुत non-linear था to the point where I didn't really feel like I was watching a movie that was meant to play on my heartstrings, if that makes any sense, right? All of his movies have that very clinical, very technical approach to it, where there's no emotions. I didn't feel any emotions in most of his movies. I've watched 4 of his movies, by the way.
यार डनकर्क के बारे में ना,
Yeah.
I'm gonna argue on what you said.
Yeah, sure.
मुझे लगता है कि the linear storytelling वाला part जो है ना, it made Dunkirk great. मुझे लगता है. मैंने by the way
The non-linear, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The non-linear storytelling जो Dunkirk में थी, I think that makes it
How so?
great.
How so?
यार उसके अलावा मुझे लगता है कि it's a pretty straightforward story.
Yeah.
Okay, while going into the
Yeah.
movie, I had no idea about the incident. मुझे डनकर्क के बारे में नहीं पता था या the events that unfolded, so it was all new to me. But even I thought movie देखते हुए कि अगर वो linear style में होती वो movie, तो that would have been pretty boring.
I'm actually used to those types of movies, right? Non-linear story, again, to each their own. But in my opinion, war movies and the only thing like romance, like rom-coms, war movies.
Nah.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
romance movies.
same.
I haven't watched. I think the last rom-com I watched, I know it's off topic, but the romantic drama that I watched was, in my opinion, I think Carol, right?
I haven't seen Carol yet.
Yeah, it's not good. No, it's good. It's
Carol.
good. It's good. The only reason is because it's linear.
Yeah, why did you watch a movie named Carol, Ethan?
I was really interested in the storyline. That's the only reason. Because, and plus, like, it has, I know we are going off topic, but basically, the thing is that it's all about forbidden love. And I haven't watched Brokeback Mountain. It's completely ruined for me. So I wanted a movie like that. And Carol was the second best option. So yeah, that's why I watched it.
सही.
अच्छा, अगर मैं अपनी बात करूँ तो मैंने नोलन की इतनी फिल्म्स नहीं देखी और मैंने भी रिसेंटली इंटरस्टेलर देखी है. मुझे वो ओवर हाइप लगी.
क्या बात है?
Please explain yourself. I'm so
क्योंकि ना एक टाइम पे
curious.
आके ना मुझे लग रहा था कि इट वाज वेरी ओवरवेलमिंग. मतलब ना बहुत ज्यादा ऐसा लग रहा था, बहुत ज्यादा फैक्ट्स मुझ पे फेंके जा रहे हैं.
हाँ, that is a good
Okay.
point, I mean.
Basically, I read up about this. The thing is that he relies a lot on exposition. That's why his films are so long. क्योंकि इतने सारे monologues होते हैं कि भाई कुछ समझ नहीं आता कि यार कोई emotional impact नहीं होता. And that's what I felt in the first I think 3/4 of Inception. ये मुझे थोड़ा सा लगा था. I still give 4.5 because it was jarring. सही है. Interstellar मैंने नहीं देखा. But I know. I totally
You
get
haven't
what you're
seen
saying.
Interstellar?
No. I
What?
haven't.
Ethan, please catch up on
I have
Nolan's
not. The thing is
filmography.
that space movies, sci-fi movies aren't really my thing unless
Oh.
unless they intersect with horror. So
Hmm.
like the
Alien
thing,
Romulus type.
the thing, Alien, body horror especially. Cronenberg, my favorite director, one of
Oh
my
my
favorite
God.
directors.
I have to catch up on
So yeah,
Cronenberg's
The
work.
Fly. The Fly is one of my favorite body horror movies of all time.
But
So, yeah.
regarding what Ariba said,
Yeah.
यार इस पे भी मेरी एक आर्ग्यूमेंट है. अच्छा, if you guys haven't realized it yet, मैं थोड़ा नोलन फैन बॉय हूँ. बट मेरा पॉइंट ये है इंटरस्टेलर के बारे में या जनरली नोलन की मूवीज के बारे में जनरली जो लोग कहते हैं ना कि कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बहुत ज़्यादा है. यार मतलब इट्स नॉट क्या कहते हैं कॉमन कि मतलब फिल्म मेकर्स इतनी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मूवीज बनाएं. तो इफ ही इज मेकिंग अ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मूवी तो इट्स हिज क्रिएटिव चॉइस, तो लेट इट बी. मतलब जरूरी थोड़ी है कि हर मूवी इतनी इजी हो, हर मूवी इतनी लाइक वो कि फौरन समझ आ जाए. वो कुछ फिल्में होती है इसमें दिमाग इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है, तो थोड़ा तो कर लें यार आप थोड़ा सा.
So you have a very valid point. You have a very valid point, and I'm not denying it. लेकिन ये सीन है कि many directors have made certain things, certain aspects of their movies, their whole, not their personality, but their persona, what defines them. Like, for example, Quentin Tarantino ko dekho, excessive violence, gratuitous violence, and nudity and stuff like that, right? And racism, casual racism, all of that stuff, right? Nolan ka dekho, I've been talking about that, right? Now, yes, I totally get it कि complexities होने चाहिए movies में. It shouldn't be completely thin and completely like flatly told, right? I totally agree. But yaar, let's remember one thing. Nolan is a director who has revolutionized cinema. He's not only appealing to the casual, the movie lovers, but also the casual watchers. And okay, I'm going to speak from experience. A lot of my family members have tried to watch, some of Nolan's films. I don't exactly remember which one, but it was one of his most like mainstream ones, and they did not get it. Right? It's not like their intellect is a bit, stunted or something. Sometimes his movies don't appeal to, the wider audiences, and that's his whole identity. He is supposed to appeal to them. Okay, I'll give you a brief example, right? For comparison, for your reference, David Fincher, right? The thing about David Fincher is he has experimented with everything, from his most obscure film Mank. Nothing. So
I haven't seen Mank. I have to watch Mank.
It's fine. I wouldn't say it's really good, but it's fine, right? Then we have Curious Case of Benjamin Button, really emotional, right? And then on his higher end are obviously his psychological thrillers, a bunch of them, right? My favorite is Seven. Then he also, dabbled in Alien. There are 6 to 7 movies that really, that I really loved, right? And I consistently love his movies despite him changing the tone, changing the, style. That's not what I see in Nolan's movies. Okay, apart from his other movies like Following, which is not a theatrically released movie.
Yeah.
Then there's like his 1 minute, 10-minute shorts, some Doodlebug or something, random movies, right? So the thing about them is that they were fine, they were experimental, but when you come to the big stage, you have to offer something more than just clinically approached movies. जो same जो structure होता है ना कि non-linear हो वो ये हो. That's not what makes a director. At this point, it just feels, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. I'm going to ruffle feathers. Lekin, I personally feel, when you do that, you are upsetting the audiences, right? You're giving them the same thing. You're just pumping out content just for the sake of it. And that's what I felt with his movies, right? Oppenheimer was fine. I'm talking about his other movies. His upcoming movie, The Odyssey, obviously I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it. Odyssey, I don't think it's going to be a good movie. And that's, again, a hot take. It's not going to be a good movie because he's completely out of his comfort zone, right? How, in God's name, will he make that movie non-linear? I do not get it. Right? I can't see that. I genuinely can't see that.
अच्छा, इस पे भी मेरी एक argument है. Like you said कि your family doesn't like some of Nolan's movies. Same case मेरे अब्बू के साथ है. He watches a lot of films. उन्होंने नोलन की देखी हुई है, good amount of movies देखी हुई है, and I think the only ones that he liked were the Batman trilogy and Prestige. Memento to some extent, but जैसे Inception, Interstellar, he didn't like those too much. और Oppenheimer भी उनको इतनी, I mean Oppenheimer उनको सही लगी थी. He didn't hate Oppenheimer.
Right.
वो थोड़े न्यूट्रल थे उसके बारे में. उनसे जब मैं बात करता हूँ तो उनकी आर्ग्यूमेंट ये होती है कि ही इज लाइक कि मैं मूवीज देखता हूँ चिल करने के लिए, मुझे इतना दिमाग नहीं यूज करना. यार लेकिन उससे मेरी एक आर्ग्यूमेंट है, देन डोंट वॉच हिज मूवीज ना. मतलब इफ यूर नॉट, मतलब आपको नहीं लगता कि वो मूवीज आपके टाइप की हैं, या मैं जनरली सबके बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ, तो मतलब जस्ट डोंट वॉच देम. मतलब यू कांट से कि ये फिल्म ऐसे क्यों बना रहा है. और एक और मैं आर्ग्यूमेंट वो करने वाला हूँ, वो ये है कि यू सेड कि उसका स्टाइल सिमिलर है. दैट्स व्हाट यू सेड. यार ही हैज डैबल्ड इन सो मेनी जॉनर्स. मतलब सुपर हीरो मूवीज हो गई, बैटमैन हो गई, सही है. डनकर्क वॉर मूवी हो गई, फिर सही है. इंसेप्शन इज लाइक वो, इसकी मूवीज की कोर जो होती है वो हमेशा इट्स अबाउट फैमिली. ये एक बहुत कॉमन थीम है उसकी मूवी. इंटरस्टेलर भी ऐसी है, इंसेप्शन भी ऐसी है. इंसेप्शन वाज समवॉट अबाउट टाइम, कह सकते हैं, राइट?
Yeah.
Memento was a different case. Memento was an investigative film. Sure, non-linear थी, but genre different था. इंटरस्टेलर इज अ स्पेस मूवी. श्योर स्टाइल सिमिलर हो सकता है बट जॉनर डिफरेंट था. ओपेनहाइमर, व्हाट यू सेड अबाउट ओडिसी कि यू थिंक ओडिसी वोंट वर्क, पहली बात तो आई समवॉट अग्री. ओडिसी इज लाइक in a troubled space abhi. You don't know वो movie कैसी होगी. Even the trailers and stuff, they weren't so convincing, and especially some of the casting choices, तो you can't really say for sure कि वो film कैसी होगी. लेकिन सेम बातें, exact सेम बातें ओपनहाइमर के बारे में कही गई थी कि like how will he make this film non-linear, how will this work, this is a genre जो कि इसने explore नहीं किया हुआ, he won't be able to deal with this. But I thought कि वो एक, I wouldn't say it was a mediocre story, it was a good story which he turned into great with his filmmaking style. तो ये मुझे लगता है. तो इवन विद ओडिसी मुझे लगता है कि इज अ वेरी अनप्रिडिक्टेबल डायरेक्टर. जैसे टेनेट है. टेनेट जब आई थी उसका ट्रेलर आया था, वो पीपल वर लाइक कि यार ये थोड़ी रिस्की हो सकती है इसके लिए, और सही है, इट डिडंट वर्क. मतलब बीइंग अ नोलन फैन मैं कहता हूँ कि टेनेट नहीं समझ आई मुझे. ऑल ऑफ हिज मूवीज मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इफ यू डोंट गेट इट ऑन द फर्स्ट वॉच, इफ यू पे मोर अटेंशन, इफ यू री वॉच देम या इफ यू रीड अप अबाउट देम, दे विल स्टार्ट मेकिंग सेंस टू यू. कहीं ना कहीं देयर इज अ कनेक्शन दैट ही बिल्ड्स. टेनेट इज दैट वन मूवी जो कि मैंने 2-3 बार देखी हुई है. आई हैव रेड अप ऑन इट एंड स्टिल मुझे लगता है कि उसमें लूप होल्स ही लूप होल्स हैं. लाइक इट्स रिडन विद लूप होल्स, और मतलब दैट्स सम वीक क्वालिटी वर्क दैट ही इज पुट आउट. लेकिन अगेन ओडिसी के बारे में कुछ नहीं कह सकते. इट कैन टर्न आउट ईदर वे. इट कैन बी ग्रेट, मे बी इट्स नॉट दैट ग्रेट. लेकिन आई थिंक इट्स अ बोल्ड स्टेप कि उसने अगेन अगेन अपनी कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर निकल के एक ऐसा जॉनर चूज किया विच इज नॉट कॉमन टू हिम. तो इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि लाइक, इसलिए मुझे ये नहीं लगता कि लाइक उसका काम मतलब सिमिलर होता है. स्टाइल है, स्टाइल हर डायरेक्टर का होता है. मैं नाम भूल गया, व्हाट्स दैट डायरेक्टर्स ने ग्रैंड बुडापेस्ट बनाई है.
Wes Anderson.
अब जैसे वेस एंडरसन है, आई डोंट लव वेस एंडरसन
Same.
मूवीज, आई डोंट हेट देम ईदर. बट जैसे उसके बारे में आर्ग्यू कर सकते हैं कि लाइक उसका बहुत सिमिलर स्टाइल है. तो स्टाइल हर किसी का होता है, बट वो उस स्टाइल को अलग अलग जॉनर्स में अप्लाई करता है. दैट्स व्हाट आई लव अबाउट हिम. तो ये मेरी एक आर्ग्यूमेंट है अबाउट योर पॉइंट.
Okay, I have one question. Please define the line between art and commercialized cinema, because I feel like it's just commercialized cinema, right? Yes, there is a personal feel to a certain extent, right? Personalized feel hai, not for me at least, right? Not for me. I do not. None of his movies appeal to me. Maybe Memento does, but apart from that, none of them did, right? Dreams wala keh raha hu.
इंसेप्शन.
Inception, that did, right, to a certain extent, but the rest of them I didn't feel a thing. I just felt like I was sitting there and I was trying to understand, and that's the same thing with David Lynch. I feel like both David Lynch and Christopher Nolan, this is a comparison I was really afraid to make at the start, but I feel like both of them are the definition of pretentiousness yahan pe, in cinema, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't watch one of their movies. Maybe Nolan's some movies will make sense to you, but all will not, right? As you said, Tenet ka masla tha, right? But the thing is that it's a very gray area, right? Like, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि every director is perfect, right? He is a good director, but I still feel that when I watch his movies, it's like more of a challenge than entertainment, right? I don't want to watch a popcorn flick. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा. मैं कह रहा हूँ there should be a balance between being, emotionally gripping and between being challenging and also a bit of fun here and there, right? That doesn't hurt anything, right? But this I feel has really. Oh, and one more thing. I'm sorry, but I really wanted to say this. I feel like Nolan has a really, it's obvious, Nolan has a really strong, a really, formidable base, a fan base, right? And many of his, I wouldn't say customers, his viewers, many of his viewers, right, they'll watch his movies, and even if it's terrible, even if it's dog shit, right, what they're gonna do is they won't give it less than 3.5, right? Tenet B, literally, I think it was released in 2020.
I think so.
In 2022, I vividly remember Letterboxd पे, it fell from 3.5 to 3.4. Even though that's objectively a terrible film, production value है, but there is nothing to understand. David Lynch का भी ये scene है कि if you think about it, if you try to understand it, there is something that you'll get from it, right? Lost Highway is my favorite movie of his. Eraserhead is a good movie. I gave it 2.5, I know. But once you reflect on what messages those movies are trying to convey, you'll understand them better. Nolan ka bhi ye hai. I'm not saying that. But David Lynch is on one side where he is not accessible at all and he's not even trying to be. Nolan is trying to be is accessible. He is trying to be accessible, as in, right? Most of his movies are accessible, but the casual audience, some of them will not understand. They'll just say, "Oh, it's Nolan. Wow, what a good movie! What a good
हाँ,
movie!"
ये है.
भाई
Yeah.
साउंड डिजाइन इतना अच्छा था. वो भाई the visuals were so good. हालांकि स्टोरी उनको समझ ही नहीं आई होगी.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
I watched I watched Inception, a little bit of it with my dad, and he said, "ये क्या बकवास story है?" He is very upfront. Sorry, he's very upfront about whatever he thinks about movies because he loves cinema, just like your dad. He loves cinema, and this is something he said back then. I was pissed off. Right? He had said one thing. He said that he completely Nolan has completely destroyed cinema. And when he
Damn.
said that, like that, मैं वो भी नहीं कह रहा. I think he revolutionized cinema for the better, for the worse. That's up to the person, right? That's very subjective. But I feel like he did a disservice in how cinema is supposed to be an art, right? Now, if you look at David Lynch, वो art में है पूरा.
Yeah.
It's just, one would call it art house, even though it's not. It's just experimental, most of his films. Inland Empire, you just don't watch it. Ass. It's ass. It's ass. 1 star. Anyways, उसके अलावा जो Nolan है ना, he focuses mostly on appealing to everyone and he does not succeed. He does not succeed in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I cannot. I'm not. Let me give you one brief example, just like 30 seconds. Odyssey आ रहा है. I couldn't care less about it. लेकिन मैं जाऊंगा देखने. क्यों? Nolan है.
The name carries weight.
Right?
No?
Yeah. Disclosure Day आ रहा है.
Yeah. Spielberg.
By Spielberg. I want to watch that. इसलिए
Yeah.
मैं जाऊंगा. Nolan है. क्या कहते हैं? Odyssey. I don't know what it's about. I know what it's about, but even if a person doesn't know what it's about, they'll just watch the trailer. They'll say, "Oh, Nolan! Oh my God! ये क्या हो रहा है?"
नहीं.
That's a क्या large screen appeal है. मुझे देखना जाना है. मैं देखूंगा. मैं अपने दोस्तों के साथ देखूंगा.
Yes, सही है.
कुछ भी समझ नहीं आ रहा होगा.
I get that point. मुझे what you said about there's a line, there being a line between art and commercial cinema. मेरा point ये है कि even if he is making commercial cinema, तो what's wrong with it? सही है. देखो, ये वाली जो पूरी चीज है कि his name carries weight और लोग बस नोलन की फिल्म ऐसी देखने चले जाएंगे without giving a shit कि मतलब वो किस चीज के बारे में है या उनको समझ आती है नहीं आती. That's वो ऑडियंस का मसला है. How is it his problem? मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि इवन इफ ही इज मेकिंग कमर्शियल सिनेमा, उसकी मूवीज बाकी कमर्शियल सिनेमा से बेटर है. डोंट यू थिंक सो?
I'll get back to that point.
Yeah.
I was saying he doesn't do it he does it intentionally. He does it intentionally
सही है.
where his movies are intentionally made to be complex. If he was on a smaller scale, समझ आता. But he's on a larger scale, appealing to everyone. And वो बस like मैं क्या बोलूं, like he knows what he's doing, but उसका जो approach, उनका जो approach होता है, वो इतना I wouldn't say callous, like he's very restricted. Like he has a vision and he gets that done. That is one thing I admire about him.
I don't know about anyone else, but अगर मेरी बात करें तो कभी-कभी his movies feels like a documentary,
Yeah,
which makes
true,
it boring.
True. And there's a difference between a biographical drama or a biographical, non-fiction film and a documentary.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you. And you're a casual watcher, right?
Yeah.
Rohan is not. I was, now I'm not, right? You are still casual. And we have a third person perspective as well.
हाँ.
She's saying that.
Okay, it sometimes feels like a documentary.
Exactly. And Rohan, I know from your facial expressions, yeah, you don't agree. I know. I totally agree. I totally agree that you don't agree. But she does have a point. She does have a point. documentary, as in like some of his movies. Oppenheimer was basically a commercialized documentary. If that was a documentary, na,
सही है, ठीक है.
if that was a documentary, मैं देख लेता. Like मैं बहुत ज़्यादा वो होता, right? If it was on YouTube, which it won't be. But once again, nah. Like Nolan is not for me, and that's my personal preference, right? I love directors like De Palma, Brian De Palma.
अरे 2 मिनट.
He has
उससे पहले, how have we not yet mentioned Denis Villeneuve?
यार इतने डायरेक्टर्स मेरे दिमाग.
यार आई थिंक कि आजकल
Yeah.
नोलन का जो कंपटीशन है या कंपेटिटर है उसको डेनी विल्नूव को ही मानते हैं. नाउ दैट्स अ वेरी मैसिव आर्गुमेंट कि हु इज बेटर एंड हु इज नॉट. मे बी इस केस में I'd also lean towards डेनी विल्नूव.
That's where we agree.
Yeah,
That's where
finally.
we easily agree.
Finally,
That's where we easily agree. I cannot, like, he has a future in cinema. Nolan does not. I'm sorry, but this is what I'm saying. His movies might have a future in cinema, but Nolan does not. He has run out of steam, right? I'm
यार
sorry, he has run
मैं
out of
इससे
steam.
भी डिसएग्री करूंगा. और स्टेटिस्टिकली मतलब आई थिंक अगेन बिल्डिंग ऑन योर पॉइंट व्हाट यू सेड अबाउट हिम एंड हिज फेम एंड हाउ हिज नेम कैरीज वेट, मुझे लगता है कि ही इज द सॉर्ट ऑफ डायरेक्टर कि इफ ही कीप्स ऑन टर्निंग इन शिट फिल्म्स ना तब भी लोग उसी फिल्म में देखेंगे. ही हैज immortalized himself.
तो मतलब
Yes,
हाँ,
exactly.
you just proved our
Exactly, you
point.
just proved
कि
that
ये लोगों
point.
का मसला है.
लोगों का मसला है.
तो
It's
उस
not
बात से मैं
Nolan
disagree नहीं,
himself.
तो नोलन का तो मसला हुआ ही नहीं ना, उस बात से मैंने डिसएग्री किया ही नहीं. मैं उस बात से डिसएग्री कर रहा हूँ कि you're saying कि मतलब कि वो मतलब सिमिलर फिल्में बनाता है कि लाइक इफ यूर सेइंग कि ही केटर्स टू द ऑडियंस, कि वो ऑडियंस को वो दे रहा है जो ऑडियंस को पसंद है, तो वो देते हुए भी ही इज स्टिल वेंचरिंग इनटू डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड्स एंड स्टफ. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से.
He is.
He is
But
ना.
once again, where does everything fall? It falls upon the fan base, right? It falls upon the fan base.
तो यार फैन बेस
The
तो बहुत
fan
डिफरेंट
base is
होती है, वो
what do you
टॉक्सिक
mean?
भी होती हैं बहुत सारी. और मतलब तो मेरा कहने का पॉइंट ये है कि अगर फैन बेस में इशू है तो दैट्स नॉट हिज प्रॉब्लम, इज इट? अब वो ये तो नहीं कर सकता कि इफ ही वांट्स टू मेक ओडिसी या इफ ही वांट्स टू मेक अनदर इंटरस्टेलर तो ही गोज लाइक यार शिट मैं तो अपने फैंस को ये देता आया हूँ, कुछ नया करते हैं, ये तो नहीं दूंगा मैं उनको चाहिए.
Do you really think he is giving the fans what they want?
ही इज.
No, look,
Are you sure about?
I truly believe कि दो तरह के डायरेक्टर्स होते हैं. एक I truly believe कि दो तरह के डायरेक्टर्स होते हैं. एक वो जो खुद के लिए मूवीज बनाना चाहते हैं और दूसरे वो जो ऑडियंस को कुछ दिखाना चाहते हैं. I feel like नोलन जो है वो खुद के लिए मूवीज बनाना चाहता है.
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू.
या
तो मैं भी तो ये कह रहा हूँ.
नहीं, बट लाइक तो अगर ऑडियंस को उससे मसला हो भी रहा है तो जस्ट डाइजेस्ट इट.
तो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ? मैं भी तो ये कह रहा हूँ.
You are
Basically,
saying नहीं, you are defending it कि नहीं उसकी मूवीज ऐसी होती हैं और वो एक पर्टिकुलर ऑडियंस के लिए और ये वो.
अरे
So,
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि
if
अगर
they don't like it, they don't like it.
एग्जैक्टली दैट वाज माय पॉइंट. मैंने अपना पहला पॉइंट ही ये प्लेस किया था कि भाई कि अगर ऑडियंस को फिल्म पसंद आ रही है, नहीं आ रही है, या अगर वो कहे जा रहे हैं कि भाई इसी तरह की फिल्में बनाओ, दैट्स नॉट हिज प्रॉब्लम.
But
He
that
doesn't control the fan base,
ruins
na?
the authenticity of the reviews.
Yeah.
They are all biased. Most of them are biased.
Hmm.
The critics also, some of them literally lean into his favor Nolan,
सही है,
basically.
दैट आई एग्री.
Right?
दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम, उससे मैं एग्री कर रहा हूँ.
Yeah, that is a
बट मैं
problem.
ये कह रहा हूँ कि इफ इंटरस्टेलर लोग देख के कहते हैं कि इट्स अ ग्रेट फिल्म, सही है,
Uh-huh.
इवन इफ दे अग्री विद इट, मतलब इवन इफ दे अंडरस्टैंड द फिल्म और नॉट, तब भी अगर वो कह रहे हैं कि वो ग्रेट मूवी है, तो इट्स नॉट लाइक कि एक घटिया फिल्म है जिसको वो लोग कह रहे हैं कि यार ये क्या मूवी बना दी. इट्स नॉट टेरेबल. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि वो बिल्कुल कोई घटिया काम कर रहे हैं, पीपल लाइक नहीं ये तो अच्छा ही है.
Huh, I
They're
get that.
good films.
I get that. I get
बट वो
that.
उसको आई गेस थोड़ा ज्यादा ओवर हाइप कर रहे हैं, ये
Yeah.
है.
Yeah. True.
तो या दैट
True.
आई आल्सो.
But look at Tenet. I mean, that's the perfect
टेनेट से प्रॉब्लम,
example.
बट टेनेट पे लोग बात करते हैं कि टेनेट से प्रॉब्लम.
But there is barely any, apart from the production value, there is no redeeming factor. That's the problem with the movie. And I was looking for things. I was noting, neither of us found any pro apart from production value. तो है, okay,
हाँ,
fine.
सही है.
Fight sequences अच्छे हैं, very good, very nice. Like, by the way, I'm not like, I'll give the devil his dues. सही है. His fight sequences were my favorite in Tenet out of
Tenet में बहुत
like
अच्छा है.
itna swift, itna compact, like it
was
felt good. It felt really visceral.
it was one of the first times कि मैंने कोई fight sequence देखा and I went like कि ये कैसे किया है. वो
Exactly.
जो reverse वाला fight, जो
Yeah,
inverted
yeah,
time वाला जो
yeah,
fight
yeah.
sequence है, I was like ये कैसे
I
किया
think
है.
1 hour in.
Yeah,
1
वो
hour in,
insane
I
था यार.
loved that.
मतलब I actually read about कि ये
Yeah.
shoot कैसे किया है इन लोगों ने, क्या है. वो बहुत insane था.
Literally, that's the only reason I give it 1.5.
मुझे एक और like
उसके ज़्यादा there was no story to even base my review, my rating on. There was no basis.
agreed that I agree with. अच्छा, now we're nearing the end of our podcast. तो before ending एक और चीज़ जो मुझे पसंद है ना बहुत नोलन की, वो ये है कि even if he makes films which are a bit out there on topics से थोड़े complicated कह लो, जैसे इंटरस्टेलर है. इंटरस्टेलर का पूरा स्पेस वाला जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, there is a lot of thought behind it. I don't know if you know or not, and I don't know if it's true or not, but from what I've read, he was a student in physics. वो physics पढ़ चुका है. And you can tell, जैसे this is what I like about him, कि if he's making a space movie, he's not half-assing it. मतलब ये एक फैक्ट ले लो. This is something that I read जो कि मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग लगी. वो ये है कि इंटरस्टेलर में वो जो वर्म होल होता है, आई थिंक इट्स कॉल्ड जार्गेंटुआ. सही है. द वर्म होल इज कॉल्ड जार्गेंटुआ. वो मूवी में आपको वो वर्म होल दिखाते हैं, लाइक वो विजुअली उसका एक डिस्प्ले है उसका कि व्हाट इट लुक्स लाइक. जब वो मूवी रिलीज हुई थी तो देयर वर नो इमेजेस ऑन द इंटरनेट एंड नो इमेजेस नासा की तरफ से ऑफ व्हाट अ वर्म होल लुक्स लाइक. देयर वर थ्योरीज थी, मतलब लाइक थ्योरेटिकल साइड पे बहुत बात थी कि एक वर्म होल इस तरह का हो सकता है गिवन उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज. बट देयर वाज नो श्योरिटी बिहाइंड इट. कोई इमेजेस नहीं थे, नथिंग टू गो ऑफ के मतलब कि ये तस्वीर देख के उसने डिजाइन कर लिया. प्योरली एक थियोरेटिकल फॉर्म में वो जिस तरह उन्होंने डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ है कि एक वर्म होल दिखने में हो सकता है, दैट्स व्हाट ही बेस्ड द वर्म होल इन इन इंटरस्टेलर ऑन. सही है. प्योरली थियोरेटिकल चीज पे. एंड लेटर यू माइट हैव सीन दैट इमेज. नासा रिलीज्ड एन इमेज
Yeah.
ऑफ अ वर्म होल. देखा हुआ है ना वो.
Yeah.
Watch Interstellar, watch that scene. It's like, I would say 87% similar.
Okay.
I
this
might
was
even
not
go up to a
aware of.
90.
This I was not aware of. यहाँ पे, okay, I will correct myself a bit, right? I'll take my losses. ये scene है कि I did not know this, and this is where the personalized aspect does come in.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. This is there in, and he's also directed Oppenheimer, and he's also said in many of his podcasts and interviews that he's always been inspired by these physicians and all that changed
yeah.
the whole thing,
Hmm.
right? That changed the scene of physics as a whole, right? So, okay, fine. That's where that's where it comes in. I totally, I didn't know that,
Yeah.
right? I should have watched.
And even like उससे
Interstellar,
हट
I
के
agree.
भी इंटरस्टेलर में जो बाकी कॉन्सेप्ट्स है ना, टाइम डायलेशन टाइप और इस तरह की चीजें जो कि you can say that they are a bit complicated for the layman.
That's in Interstellar.
Yeah.
So the concept of time is very, like, it's very prevalent in most of his movies.
Very.
क्योंकि
Inception, Tenet, Interstellar,
yeah,
Memento,
most of,
नहीं Memento तो
Memento
non-linear
में-
है उसमें.
yeah, time.
I mean,
If it's a paradox, no? If
Yeah,
something
yeah.
is non-linear, that's where
हाँ,
time
I
comes
mean,
in.
yeah.
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
टाइम फ्रीक है वो.
Time
Like,
freak है.
that's something जो कि काफी एक like common theme है उसके like
Okay,
style
that's a
में you can
pattern I didn't really notice.
say. यार
I did
अच्छा.
not know about Interstellar. I thought it was a completely like it. I know this much. कि it set the bar for space movies.
Yeah,
It did
definitely,
set the bar.
definitely.
But one more thing I'd like to add. कि यार मसला ये है कि he said in most of his in most of his podcasts and interviews ये कि you can't watch movies. You shouldn't on a small screen. You have to watch it on a large screen.
Hmm.
And I totally get it.
Fully agree.
Yeah, I totally get it. I don't necessarily agree, right?
Okay.
I feel like no matter how you watch a movie, right? It's about what you get from the movie. It's about how the movie helps you reflect on something.
Same.
On, and if that's his main rationale, कि भाई, if I'm releasing a movie, do not watch it until and unless you go to the theaters, right? Now, ये थोड़ा सा confusion मेरे अंदर है, right? Whether or not he's saying that to get commercial value, to basically promote his movie to be watched in the theaters by the casual viewers or something, or because I feel movies are supposed to be watched however, right? Like movies, like arts, like cinema, basically, it's very subjective. It's very, no matter how you watch it, no matter how you consume any type of media, right? That's on you. It's about how you interpret it. That's what I feel.
Yes,
Right.
सही है.
If he's saying that you have to watch it in the theaters, right? That means he wants you to focus on what? The
The
production value.
लेकिन
Production design.
often the
That's,
production adds so much to a film.
it does.
कि
It does.
सही है ना? तो
Definitely.
मेरा कहने का point है कि like if all of these different aspects of a movie are working together to give you an
Yeah.
experience, तो अगर एक side पे आप lag करोगे maybe because of the size of the screen that you're watching a film on, तो शायद आपका experience वो नहीं होगा जो उसने intend किया है कि आपको मिले. Example देता हूँ. Example ये है, let's take Dune for example. मैंने दोनों ड्यून वाली मूवीज सिनेमा पे देखी, सही है. स्पेशली ड्यून 2 कर लेते हैं क्योंकि उसका स्केल वाज इनसेन इन माय ओपिनियन. ड्यून 2 मैंने सिनेमा पे देखी, इट वाज माइंड ब्लोइंग. मतलब इट वाज सो इमर्सिव कि मतलब 2-2.5 घंटे ना मेरे दिमाग में कुछ चल ही नहीं रहा था उस फिल्म के अलावा. मतलब आई वाज डिस्कनेक्टेड फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड. एट द सेम टाइम आई रीवॉच दैट फिल्म घर पे ऑन टीवी बाय द वे, और मुझे लगा कि लाइक वो बिल्कुल ही अलग एक्सपीरियंस था. लाइक इट
mean
वाजंट पुलिंग मी इन लाइक इट डिड
it was
सिनेमा.
toned down.
टोन डाउन नहीं, वो
बहुत ज्यादा,
स्केल की
significant.
बात है. लाइक
अच्छा.
द वे इट्स फिल्म्ड, जो उसकी लाइक प्रोडक्शन है वो है, इट इज मेड फॉर द बिग स्क्रीन. वो आपको एक्सपीरियंस घर पे नहीं मिलेगा. और ये मुझे नोलन की कुछ फिल्मों के साथ लगता है, ओपेनहाइमर के साथ नहीं है
Most.
यार.
Most. Like, apart from Memento, apart from Prestige, and apart from
आई वुड से ओपेनहाइमर और बैटमैन मूवीज और टेनेट को भी हटा दो इसमें से.
why?
आई थिंक इंसेप्शन और इंटरस्टेलर मेनली, स्पेशली
Mainly, yes, mainly,
Especially Interstellar.
mainly. But secondarily, all of these movies, Memento, there was a movie with Al Pacino, Insomnia,
इंसोम्निया. हाँ,
Insomnia, or the third movie that I mentioned. In movies ko hata ke, all of his other movies, you will not get the same experience if you watch it at home than when you watch it in theater.
अग्रीड.
Right.
बट स्पेशली इंटरस्टेलर बिकॉज ऑफ द
Yeah.
स्पेस वाले विजुअल्स.
I mean, that's
प्रोजेक्ट
where
हिल
we
वाली
agree.
देखी
Like
ना
that's,
अभी.
yes.
अगर वो घर पे देखते, फोन पे देखते, तो would you have gotten the same experience?
Not really, not really.
That's my
Because
point.
the whole spoilers, sort of, but the whole green sequence,
Yeah.
the whole green and orange wala jo,
Astrophage वाला.
yeah, the astrophage wala jo sequence hai na, that I totally agree. That was what going to the cinema is about. And one more thing, Sinners, if
Oh, yeah.
any of you have watched it,
Loved Sinners.
right?
अरीबा ने भी देखी है.
Sinners,
Oh हाँ, I love Sinners.
Sinners का ये scene है, once again I agree. Okay, yes, I gained a lot from it by watching it at the theaters. Even if I didn't go with anyone to watch it, even though the theater was empty, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it with all my heart and
Same.
the message that it conveyed.
Hmm.
Nolan का ये है कि I feel like if I watch a Nolan film in theaters, I'll give it, let's say, 4.5. For example, if I go home and watch it, and you'll agree with this, I'll give it 3. Right? Don't you think the production value completely replaces or basically shifts a person's focus away from the message sometimes? That happens. Sensory overload ho jata hai kabhi-kabhi. And that's what Ariba had said previously.
I
Sensory
agree.
overload हुआ था.
I feel like कि नोलन की मूवीज मैं भी अकेले नहीं देख सकती. I have to watch it with someone.
Exactly. Sinners, I watched it myself. I loved it.
Yeah.
यार
The
मुझे
entire
लग रहा
theater
है,
was empty.
मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ी पर्सपेक्टिव वाली बात है.
Yeah, true.
Like मुझे लगता है कि yeah, he uses like his cinematography, his editing, and the way he plays with time as a gimmick, but it's not a cheap gimmick. But it's not a gimmick that he uses to cover up a weak narrative या a weak script. Especially with Interstellar, I would highly recommend कि Interstellar देखो. मुझे
Okay.
लगता है कि that's a movie with a lot of scale, production बहुत अच्छी है, but it has a lot of heart as well.
And the thing about Interstellar is, once again, I'm saving it for when I have the experience to watch it in on a bigger screen. I
Fair enough.
don't even want to watch it on my TV or on my laptop or on my computer. I don't want to watch it there. I want to watch it in theater. लेकिन obviously we live in Karachi, right? यहाँ पे movies दोबारा नहीं दिखाते, और अगर दिखाते भी हैं, it's very rare. Like recently, Top Gun Maverick दिखाया था,
Yeah.
which was completely, I did not expect it at all, right? So what I'm trying to say is that you should be able to watch movies. There shouldn't be any intangible, aspect that is preventing you from watching the movie and experiencing it the way you should, right? The way you should. Yes, I know Nolan wants us to experience the whole theatrical feel of it. I totally get that. But I still feel trying to appreciate art in general, you should have some freedom,
सही
right?
Yeah.
And Nolan is restricting us to just, go watch it at the theaters. What about us who don't have that क्या कहते हैं, liberty?
Yeah.
Right? So that is basically my opinion. And I agree with some points that you said, and I see where you're coming from. I know we've spoken about this off camera as well,
Yeah.
right? And I get where you're coming from. It, as you said, it's all a matter of perspective. We got the perspective of Ariba as well, right? As a casual viewer, we got your perspective and we got mine, and all of our perspectives were different up to a certain extent, right? The fact of the matter is that he's such an influential director. I will agree. Everyone will agree, regardless of who you are, even if you hate him, right? He is such an influential director. He's such a revolutionary director. He's a household name, essentially, right? Even people who barely watch movies, they know his name, right? So yes, he's changed cinema, but whether or not it's for the better, whether or not it's for the better or worst, that's totally based on the person.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
So yeah, we are at the end of our podcast now, Ethan. I agreed with I think we agreed on a lot of points, and there are a lot of points that we didn't agree on. So I guess unke upar we'll just have to agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Yeah.
So, but it was really nice talking to you about this. We do this
Likewise,
off camera as well,
likewise.
but finally we got a chance to do it on camera.
And we got some value out of it as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for today, everyone. Please let us know in the comments below, okay, which side of the argument do you lie on? Do you think Nolan is a terrible director, or do you think he's not a terrible director? We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for being here, Ethan.
Thank you, Ethan.
It's always a pleasure.
We'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.